Ladies and gentlemen, I just finished JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 4, Diamond is Unbreakable. And, let me say, this part was peak, bruh. And, don't mind the flashing on my face. I have the Rohan Kishibe anime playing in the background because, Rohan is probably my favorite Part 4 character. I'm actually not gonna do that. I'm gonna turn this off so I can pay attention. Rohan is definitely my favorite character of all of Part 4. So, top 3 characters of Part 4. Number 3 is probably, Koichi Hirose. Number 2, Okuyasu Nijimura. And number 1 is Kishibe Rohan. I don't know why those 3 specifically. I like their stands. Their stands are pretty cool. Speaking of stands, the best stand of this part is probably, in my opinion, Killer Queen. I know, Kira, weird guy. He gets horny because of hands. But Killer Queen is actually really cool. The best arc in this part, definitely the Kira arc, by far. Especially those last 10 episodes. That's when Part 4 really starts to shine. Kira gets introduced. The stand battles are not only more creative, but they're faster, and they make your dopamine just go. But other than that, overall, this part, definitely a 10 out of 10 part. Actually, I gave it a 9 out of 10 because of the slower slice of life parts. Even though personally, I am a really big fan of slice of life, it was still kind of slow at some points, which I didn't like the most. So, current ranking of parts. At number 5 is Part 1. At number 4 is Part 3. At number 3 is Part 2. At number 2 is Part 4. And at number 1 is obviously still Part 7, which, I don't know if you can see, but I got the new volume of Part 7, and I got halfway through in one sitting, which is not normal for me. It normally takes me about a week to get halfway through on the JoJo volumes. But other than that, I think that's all I have to say about JoJo's Part 4. Can't wait to go on to Part 5, bruh. But I gotta watch the Rohan Kishibe anime.
Alright, so, one more thing I gotta say about Part 4. This is 2 or 3 days after, the initial recording. I just forgot to say this. I liked how the color palette still changes. I think that's really cool still. And another thing that I really liked was the aura around the stand users when their stand was out. I thought that was a really cool thing. That wasn't in Part 3. So, yeah.
Just because I'm a completionist. I have to. It's only 4 episodes, so it's not that bad. Alright. Anyway, I hope you have a good day. Or don't. Can't really tell you what to do. And please like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.